Hey, are you tired of HODLing your NFTs? Why don't you lock or lend your NFTs for passive income? On today's CoinMarketCap episode, we take a deep dive into the 10 best yield-generating NFT projects that'll earn a yield on your NFTs. Make sure to check the timestamps down in the description below to easily navigate this video, and let's just dive right in. Starting with yield-generating NFT games and vaults. Charge Particles. Charge Particles is a clever NFT minting platform allowing you to transform scarce NFTs into a basket of NFTs that generates yields. With Charge Particles, users can deposit any ERC20 token or NFT into a new NFT that earns a yield on platforms like Aave. An analogy would be that Charge Particles dispenses Bags, the new NFT, where you can keep your other assets and other NFTs and tokens, and this bag earns a yield. The newly generated NFTs can be time locked, which essentially means that you are unable to withdraw the assets before a certain time, and Charged, which is assets supported by Aave's A tokens can be swapped and their liquidity can be accessed. Assets and their interest they earn can also be programmed. Charge Particles lists several different use cases for its technology, as vesting vouchers where the NFTs replace token time locks, as membership tokens for accessing other protocols, as escrow capsules for OTC trades, as gift baskets containing different NFTs, as containers for fractional NFTs. For yield farmers, Charge Particle NFTs can act as a virtual wallet containing different assets, all of which earn a yield if they're supported by Aave. Next up is CyberKongz. CyberKongz is a collection of 1,000 pixelated ape NFTs created in March of 2021. The project quickly generated a lot of buzz and is ranked 20th by the price floor, making it one of the most valuable NFT collections in the world. Later, the banana token was added, which enabled Kongz NFT holders to generate yield passively. Each Genesis CyberKong produces 10 banana per day for the next 10 years, making them a form of passive NFT income without the added complexity. Only the first 1,000 Genesis Kongs produce yield, although they can breed baby Kongs, and Kong holders can also mint CyberKongs for free. Next up is Bunicorn. Bunicorn is a DeFi RPG game that uses NFTs for vesting purposes on its yield farming rewards. To distribute its Buni token, Bunicorn follows the standard liquidity mining processes where users can provide liquidity to the token pools and or stake their Buni tokens. To prevent token dumping, Bunicorn decided to wrap the farming rewards into NFT collectibles. These are only available after a vesting period, although users can choose to trade their NFTs which are backed by the underlying assets. Thus, although the NFTs themselves do technically not generate any yield, they constantly accrue value through the underlying farming rewards. Mobox is a community-driven GameFi platform that uses NFTs to create financial incentives to drive players towards its platform. Its Momo NFTs can be obtained from mystery boxes in the game or purchased on the marketplace and subsequently staked to earn Mobox MBOX tokens. Each Momo has a randomly generated hash power that can be upgraded by consuming other Momo NFTs. The NFTs can be combined to add up hash power and increase the return. The amount of Mobox tokens mined is dependent on your weighted average of the total hash power across the platform. The amount of Mobox tokens released per day is also dependent on the total hash power across the platform. Momo NFTs can also be borrowed or lent to other users. Zookeeper is another NFT game with yield farming elements. Players can access different liquidity pools with their own zoo animals that double as mascots for the pools. They can also earn zoo and wasp tokens and increase their rewards by providing liquidity to one of the farming pairs. NFTs are used to increase a player's farming rewards. They can also be staked or taken on an expedition to win NFT boosters. Different expeditions have different zoo prices, and the higher an expedition costs, the more likely the player is to win an NFT booster. Yield-generating NFT lending platforms. Another form of yield-generating NFT protocol is NFT lending platforms. NFT owners can borrow against their NFT as collateral, and lenders have an opportunity to earn a yield on someone else's NFT and potentially buy it below market value. NFTX. NFTX creates liquid markets for NFTs, which are considered illiquid assets. Users deposit NFTs into an NFTX vault and receive an ERC20 token called V token. This V token is a claim on a random or specific NFT from the vault. For example, a user deposits a CryptoPunk and receives an ERC20 V token in return. They can redeem this V token for a specific punk, not necessarily for the one that they deposited, or a random one for a 1% discount. V tokens can also be staked to earn rewards. NFTX aims for a better distribution and price discovery process for NFTs. Currently, NFTs are illiquid, and even valuable NFTs can only be liquidated quickly if they are underpriced. By depositing an NFT into the NFTX vault, users can instantly access the NFT's liquidity by selling the V token on a DEX or stake their tokens to earn a yield on their NFT. There's also an option to earn yield by owning a fraction of an NFT. Investors can buy a fraction of a CryptoPunk and stake their claim in the Punk/ETH liquidity pool to earn an attractive yield. NFTfi is a peer-to-peer NFT lending platform where NFT owners can collateralize their tokens and borrow WETH or DAI against them. Although NFTfi has no token yet, it has been live and has a cumulative loan volume of $150 million in over 8,000 loans, making it the biggest player in this emerging market. As a peer-to-peer platform, NFTfi employs individual loan amounts, durations, and interest rates. Borrowers list their NFTs and specify their conditions with typical loan durations ranging from 7 to 90 days. Lenders either accept the offered terms or counter with an alternative proposal. Once the loan is agreed upon, the NFT is sent to an escrow smart contract and the loan is executed. A loan only defaults if the borrower fails to repay the loan in interest and the expiration date has passed. Thus, there is no automatic liquidations if the loan falls below the collateral value, for example because of the falling floor prices. The average APR a borrower has to pay is 49% and varies based on the loan duration. BendDAO. BendDAO is a peer-to-peer pool NFT lending platform. Borrowers provide their NFTs as collateral to a liquidity pool and can borrow ETH in return. An NFT holder bundles their NFT into a separate token called Bound NFT and can receive a 30 to 40% loan. NFT holders are protected against sudden liquidation by a 48-hour liquidation protection period, while lenders have the security of having the NFT collateral locked in a smart contract. The collateral amount is determined by the collection's floor price. Thus, in contrast to peer-to-peer lending marketplaces, even rarer NFTs can only fetch 30 to 40% of the floor price. Currently, BendDAO lists only 6 active pools: Bored Ape YC, CryptoPunks, Mutant Ape YC, Azuki, Clone X, and Doodles. However, taking Bend liquidity mining rewards into account, borrowers currently can make a profit by collateralizing their NFTs, and the total value locked at the time of this recording is just short of around 95,000 ETH. Arcade. Arcade is another peer-to-peer lending platform that works similarly to NFTfi. NFT owners can wrap their NFT and create a loan request with individual terms and loan duration. Lenders can counteroffer or accept, and the platform sets no maximum loan to value ratio or APR. In comparison to NFTfi, Arcade provides loan assets like USDC, USDT, and others, and lower APRs on average. However, the cumulative loan value is much smaller at around $20 million, and Arcade offers less whitelisted collections. JPEG'd. JPEG'd is another peer-to-peer lending platform enabling users to create non-fungible debt positions. NFT owners of whitelisted collections like Bored Apes and CryptoPunks can lock their NFTs as collateral and borrow up to 32% of the collection's floor price. The protocol mints a synthetic stablecoin which can be deployed as liquidity. Liquidations are taken care of by the DAO, which can choose to hold the NFT, liquidate it on the secondary market, or buy it over the counter in cases it exceeds its loan-to-value ratio. Bonus project is ApeSwap Treasury bills. The ApeSwap Treasury bills are not a direct way to generate yield on NFTs, but it's an attractive proposition nonetheless. Investors can buy Treasury bills from the ApeSwap, which are non-fungible tokens representing the output tokens, either banana or partner project tokens, and also vest over time. There are 2 types of Treasury bills to choose from. Banana bills offer banana tokens at a discount compared to the market price. Each banana bill is an NFT that can later be redeemed for banana. This allows users to earn a yield on their NFTs and the protocol to earn its own liquidity. Jungle bills works in the same way as banana bills. The only difference is that you are buying partner tokens at a discount instead of ApeSwap's native token. This provides an excellent fundraising opportunity for ApeSwap partner protocols. So that's it for today's CoinMarketCap episode, Top Yield Generating NFT Projects. Let us know where you are hodling your NFTs in the comments down below.